Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome to my newest Hearts of Iron 4 video. Today we're going to be playing as Communist China, and I'm going to show you one of my favorite openers for Communist China. See, there are a bunch of ways to tackle playing as China, either Communist or regular China, and most of them require you to deal with Japan and with internal struggles. We can stick with Mao, or we can exchange him for someone more amicable who will let us take over peacefully. So we're gonna do just that, and then we have to defeat Japan. We can either just push them out of the continent, or we can try and take them over completely. And after that, well, I intend to become the most powerful country in the world. And I think becoming the most powerful country in the world is enough for an opener, so we will leave it at that, I think. But before we begin, a message from a sponsor. This video is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. If you have been on the internet, you've probably heard of this game. Well, it has been with us for 2 years now. Yes, they're celebrating their 2nd anniversary. The game is absolutely massive now, with over 1 million players every day and being the #1 mobile RPG in the United States.
Yeah, huge honor.
And for the 2nd anniversary, they've got 6 weeks of special events and tournaments from the beginning of March to the middle of April, so it might be the time to finally try the game out if you haven't already. This is not actually my first promo of Raid, I have done that before, and I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told you previously. I have actually played Raid Shadow Legends before even being approached to do these promos. The game looks great and it's very enjoyable, light-hearted fun, so if you haven't tried Raid Shadow Legends yet, make sure to click the link in the description below or scan the QR code being displayed to start playing with the free epic champion you can see on screen right now. 100,000 silver, 50 gems and 3 ancient shards that you can use to summon even more champions. The rewards will be available in your inbox for the next 30 days. Check it out. Alright, back to Hearts of Iron 4. I'm in mode historical focuses, regular difficulty. Let's go. Communist China. Now, the first choice we have to make is if we're going Marxist, agrarian, or social. Whichever we choose, we have to strengthen the secretariat first. As for construction, we don't really have room for anything, so let's just build a road and produce lots of guns. Also get some iron for it. Or steel, sorry. Research, the usual, this and the doctrine, and we do have some forces. Well, we're gonna disband them. Why, you ask? Well, it's actually going to be quite beneficial. And that is about it. We're good to go. Let's unpause and speed the game up. Why did I disband the army? Well, we need the guns more than the army itself. We start with a bunch of negative modifiers, but we also have endless manpower because we're China. And once we take over all of China, or at least China, we will have even more endless manpower. Endlesser, I guess. Central Secretariat strengthened. Now we hire a silent workhorse. He is more expensive because of the power struggles modifier, and we can get rid of it relatively soon by doing purged radicals. But if you do the math, you'll actually get more political power by hiring him right now. So let's do that and continue into social democracy. Why? Well, because it lets us take over China without firing one shot. We will get rid of Mao. Somehow I do not feel bad for him. Not the nicest man that ever lived, definitely. Ethiopia capitulates, but that's not my problem. It's Ethiopia's problem. We have a new country leader now, Zhang Nan, and we can do a coalition government. This will create the Chinese United Front, I believe, get everyone into it, and also let us take over leadership peacefully. We'll need political power for that. Lots of political power. Well, actually, we will not need political power. We will spend political power that we do not have. We have 150 political power. We can now hire Otto Braun. Very Chinese sounding name, because he is an old guard guy. Old guard means plus 10% political power. That is plus 10% from the base, so that's 0.2 per day. He will pay off eventually. Also, did you notice how red this guy is? An infantry expert is also very tempting. But let's not. Coalition government complete, and everybody wants to join the Chinese United Front. And sure, we will accept. Come on, even more. Everybody joins, and we are the faction leader, I think. Aren't we? Yes, we are. That's fine. We might use that later. So what's next? I could start working on getting our influence up and taking over China, but it is a tad too early for that. Why? Well, because we want to increase our relations with all these countries first. Oh, actually, I should have waited a little bit, because there is 5 of them, and initiating the relation improvement takes 10 points. Okay, let's start. That's 4. And if we start 5 with Xinjiang, we won't be able to do a focus. So let's do a focus, and now wait until we have enough points to also do Xinjiang. Oh, we're in the negative. Looks like we can't do a focus, or we can't improve relations with Xinjiang at the same time. I suppose Xinjiang can wait. They are communists, they already like me. Now, technically, we don't really need to improve relations, completely with all these countries, but I think having high relations gives a better outcome in these. We'll see. You could save some political power by not doing it. But it's not like political power is something we must conserve at all costs. Let's wait until the relations max out. Am I still improving relations with Jibei-sama if they are maxed out already? Shouldn't it automatically stop? Let's do it manually. Yunnan. Improvement is not maxed out. Not maxed out here either. And not yet. Right, we're at 100 relations with Yunnan. Let's stop that. Jiangxi click. Improved as much as we can. Jiangxi, just a moment longer. And that's also enough. Xinjiang, we can improve relations with. This is going quickly because they're the same ideology. Alright, this deteriorated a bit already. I guess it doesn't really matter. So what we're going to do is activate these options here. Negotiate support from everyone but Xinjiang. Yunnan, Jiangxi click, Jiangxi and Jibei-san-ma. What else are we going to do? We're going to purge the radicals. So we can send officers to Jibei-san-ma, can publicly support Jiangxi, can publicly support Jiangxi click, and publicly support. That's the worst option because it takes all my political power. Ooh, I'm not going to be able to do this one because I don't have the army experience. That's terrible. Actually, that's the worst one we could get. Oh well, we have some time before we activate those. We can do it all simultaneously. It's not a problem. So how's our relationship with Xinjiang? Actually, there's no reason to delay. Let's start. We're gonna publicly support them. And yes, it costs political power. We are at minus 672. And you know what? That's fine. Our improvement of relations with Xinjiang can't progress, but they like us enough already. So we're also going to negotiate support. Xinjiang, we're going to publicly support Xinjiang, and we already have 25 influence. Now we can start trying to take over the most profitable areas, the ones that give us 9 influence when taken over. Doesn't really matter what you choose. Now we can't send officers to Jibei-sama because we don't have that ability. I wonder if they will support China if we fail to do that. That would be a pity. I haven't seen that option before actually. Oh, can I already do this? No, I can't. I have to wait. And once we have enough political power or other political support, we just take over. Although Jibei-sama is going to be a problem. Why did I disband my armies? Because one of the options is to send guns, and I wanted to send guns. But once that is no longer an option, let's just start training as many units as we can. The smallest ones. And negative political power is going to be a bit of an issue for a while. Seems like the improvement of relations was actually not necessary. You just need a minimum amount required to take these decisions. Deploy. What happens if I fail to do this? Oh, we can negotiate again, but it will become more expensive. Perhaps we can do that. I can sacrifice some more political power. Not really a problem. Shandong supports us. Perfect. We are at 34 already. That is pretty much enough to take over China because we will eliminate Chiang Kai-shek soon. However, just in case China does something else, in the meantime, we will try to take over another province. We already have this one. Let's take Sichuan. We've purged the radicals. Now remove Chiang Kai-shek. And when that completes, we should have enough support to just take over. Can I negotiate with them again? It won't be necessary. Political power situation is a bit of an issue, but it will not affect us in the long term. Struggle continues. Beijing has 2 for China, but they already owned it, so it's not like something bad happened. Seems like we cannot negotiate again, or it takes a while. That's fine. Support from Sichuan. We must try again. It did not work. However, we don't really need it to work. Let's wait 10 more days. China is going to lose 15 political power. We will have 34, and 47 minus 13 is 32. So we're gonna have more, unless something happens, but it already didn't happen. We've removed Chiang Kai-shek. It's 32 to 32. So we click this, and 3 cheers for Jianglang. Communist China owns everything. That was quick, wasn't it? We're done. China's ours. Now we have a bunch of nice focuses available. Well, the most important thing is Japan's gonna attack us soon. So we better get ready. Get a spy agency, make some ships, make lots of guns. Do I need to buy steel for those guns? Probably not. I just need to let this update. Nope, don't need to buy. And I need to deploy troops. Lots and lots of troops. Keep adding, keep deploying. I think we have 2 months and a bit until they do the incident thing. It would be good to have defensive armies ready by then. So how many do we need? Right, first I should switch all of you the smallest template we have, which is the Juntuan, this one anyway. That'll free up some guns, which can be used to deploy more troops. I just want lots of them in the field. Now we want an army. Oh, did they not switch? At least not all of them. Field Marshal Mao. Organizer Charismatic. That'll do. Yeah, and switch them all to the crappy template. Free up the infantry equipment I need. Just need lots in the field. Doesn't really matter that they're weak. 5 armies. This one is going to garrison everything, because the Japanese do tend to land naval invasions, don't they? That's fine. We're gonna garrison the entire coast. Do some more research. Now, this army is going to Beijing. This army is going over here. It's not full yet, but we might actually be able to push a little bit when the war starts. This army is going to secure this entire area additionally, and this one is going to be reserve. Now, generals. We have some very nice generals. The front armies are going to get the best ones. The defender is going to get slightly worse ones. So, not many mountains on the coast. Also, you guys deploy closer. The biggest infantry template we have is this one, with a width of 16. That will have to do. Deploy everyone. Spanish Civil War. Right, not the start of the war, just another uprising. Alright, I think we have have enough units. I guess I could fill the reserve army as well, but it's not really necessary. Right, we have 3 full armies for the attack. We have 3 full armies in 1 army on garrison duty. Now we're going to switch all of these guys, except for the reserve army, into the biggest template we have, which is the infantry template 2. Don't necessarily need to do that to these defenders, but it will give them more hit points and stuff like that. And we have 34 million manpower. Don't really have guns, but that's a lesser issue. And you're gonna stay reserves. Do I not have guns to deploy more troops? Agency done. Let's do localized training centers. We're gonna need some Japanese operatives. Let's put the reserve army here. No, actually, let's put the reserve army in our capital so it doesn't really impact all that logistics. Also, we have a serious amount of factories now. We can start building stuff. Let's build stuff. Well, actually, I might be better off building infrastructure so that our front lines can receive equipment. Let's go to level 6 everywhere along the way. That should do it. Political power is a bit of an issue, but we're getting there. Operative available. Let's wait for a Japanese one. Here we go. Localized training centers. Let's get a Japanese operative. Do you have any skills? Yes. An interrogator. And send you to Japan. Keep improving our agency because I want more Japanese operatives. Okay, logistics situation not the best, but we'll have to bear with it for a while. So redo the front line a bit, and you attack from here. Very aggressively, right when the war starts. Oh, this is undefended for now. You do the same thing. Now we're not going to attack into Japan because this is defended. Yeah, serious logistics troubles. But again, working on it. We do have some planes. I guess I could deploy them here. Socialist market economy is done. That's gonna buff our economy quite a bit. And now we're gonna have to go into land redistribution. Now we could do the entire foreign investors thing, but it is long and rather tedious, and we can get nice bonuses from this. So, land redistribution. Didn't book incident, and did I miscalculate something? Shouldn't the Japanese be attacking me by now? Maybe I did miscalculate. Even if I did, that only gives me more time. Now, perhaps it would be better to do land redistribution before socialist market economy to get the extra research slots. I'll leave that up to you. We formed the cryptology department. Start decrypting the Japanese cipher. Oh right, I'm still training troops. I don't really need to do that anymore. Let's deploy 3 of them, cancel the rest, and the guns can reinforce our troops. Could use a better economy. I suppose I could keep the garrisons as reserve units. I don't really need those guns. Let's take the template we have, duplicate it, call it garrison, and make it reserves. Now you're reserves, so you're not receiving guns anymore. We'll have to make do with what we find locally. Sticks, for example. More decryption. So do we get the incident now? Right, Marco Polo Bridge incident. And of course, we're not going to let the Japanese walk all over us. So we have reached the breaking point. We are ready. New national focus literacy programs. We are getting research slots. They should declare war in a moment, and they declared war on Shaanxi, who is my ally. So I'm just going to join their war. Wonderful. And they are not ready for the war here. So, why are you not involved? Oh, because you're a puppet, you are not called in yet, but we can rectify that immediately. Go, go, go. Soviet volunteers, yes please. Maybe we can capitulate them before the fighting actually starts. Go take their capital and do it quickly. Xinjiang has been called in. Good. See, our garrisons should prevent the Japanese from landing troops here, and we do have a lot of them on the border. They could push us back a little, but they shouldn't be able to do that. Block these guys and advance. Take them over quickly. Perhaps that will work. If we capitulate them, that will only strengthen us. And as the Japanese have not, located their troops here, that gives us an advantage early on. How far are you from capitulation? Almost there. Where is your capital now? You have one. They might not have one. Everyone's joining the war, and Mengoku capitulates. We don't get a lot of stuff, but, one less country fighting on the enemy's side. Interesting. I'm getting expeditionary forces. Let's accept. That's a full army. Unfortunately, I don't have a general for it. Reserves. You're leaving this. The expeditionary forces will try and push here because the defense is not yet fully established, and I don't really care if we lose some troops belonging to my allies. They are well equipped and trained up. I guess I could use them for defense. Did I lose territory? Not yet, no. You can go to balanced and stop the attack. No, actually don't stop the attack. You're about to take territory. Maybe I should be attacking with everyone. The Japanese seem not very well prepared. Let's try it and see what happens. Probably won't work, but there is many more of us, and it's not like it's physically possible for us to run out of people. We can run out of guns though. Everyone be balanced. Alright, I think we got enough war score by now to bring out the big guns. What do you think? Yes we have. What we're gonna do? We're going to kick all our allies out of our faction. Let's see, do we have a connection here? Yes, we don't need Shaanxi anymore. Kick from faction. Also kick from faction and kick from faction. Next up, ask for military access to each and every one of them. They'll accept because we are in a war with a common enemy. Now we just wait until some friendly communists invite Xinjiang into their faction. It might take a while. See? Xinjiang joined Comintern. Wonderful. Now we need Comintern to join the war. Also, stop our attacks. No need for that anymore. Also, the expeditionary forces went home. That's fine. Now just protect the positions you have acquired. How's the construction? Yeah, decent enough. Actually, we want won't really finish it by the time the war's over, so it's probably a waste of time. And the Soviet Union has been called into the war, which is exactly what we wanted. We're now going to ask them military access. I guess Tantuva too, but not Mongolia. Now that we have military access from all of them, we're going to join Kuomintang. But first I need to disband my own faction. Let's dismantle the Chinese United Front. And why the military access? Well, in case we want to do Order 66, but we won't need to do Order 66. But we can. So now, we can't really ask to join the faction yet. Well, now some time has passed, and we can. Let's join the Kuomintang. We have joined Kuomintang. Oh, see, they want to join our faction Kuomintang. Can I actually accept that? Is it possible for me? Or will nothing happen? They probably already joined. So, everyone is in this war, except for Mongolia. Soviet Union is in this war. It's not like Japan can stand up to the Soviet Union. So, Joseph, would you like to help me out a bit? Yes, he would. 2,000 guns a month. Thank you very much. How's the literacy program going? Not so great. Actually, I'm gonna need to switch things around here a little bit. We're going to need to do some naval invasions. Mongolia has been called in. We don't technically have military access from Mongolia, but that's not necessary. Could have asked for it, but it's actually going to be better to not have it later on. Literacy programs done. And the Japanese, well, the Japanese are stretched thin right now. So let's advance. We can recruit a new operative. Wonderful. Can I get a Japanese one, please? Not yet. It would need to recharge for a bit longer. Do I care for a Japanese operative? Oh, I have a Japanese operative available, because I took some territory. Cool, let's take her. You do some propaganda in Japan to make them more willing to surrender. Also, could I do a collaboration government? I could if I had support equipment. I don't even know how to make support equipment. We'll have to rectify that. Also, resume missions. Always do that. Prioritize operations. And also, research some support equipment. We don't even know how to make that. You maybe take out this tank here. Not really, no. Now, with Joseph on our side, they don't stand a chance. It is a matter of time. Also, of how much we want to exhaust ourselves. Guns are just equipment, and manpower is endless. So we can push a bit. Oh, how did you land here? Because I did not extend the garrison order. No, I did. Well, but they do not have supply, so it's gonna be fine. You halt. You attack. Expeditionary force from Mongolia. Interesting, but I don't really want to deal with expeditionary forces. Not having support is a major problem for them. Or the supply. Same thing. I could do some nice decisions if I had political power, but don't worry, it's going up slowly. What is our war participation? Still almost 50%. We're not gonna get a lot in this war, but we will eliminate Japan. We can also accept the win once we push them out, and all of this will become ours. Valid path, I suppose. Do I want to keep upgrading my agency? I don't really. Let's do army department, and that should be enough. See, trying to land naval invasions, but they're not gonna. Yeah, it'll take a while. Just relax and enjoy the carnage. We have too many troops here. I suppose I can send one of the armies over here, and now we can recruit operatives. Can I get a Russian one? Should be able to. It doesn't really matter. Japanese cipher is decrypted. Should I use it or save it for later? You know what? I'm gonna change my plans a bit. Save it for later. Also, need some new templates. Let's add this one, duplicate it, make it 20 width. Elite. Yeah, I could increase the others to 20 width as well. Elite, pure infantry, 20 width, elite, save. I need to redo the orders again. You take this area. You switch to elite troops. Wait for these guys to reach the front lines. I get the 5th research slot. Not yet, no. But I can get some extra stability. Okay, you are in position. Enough with the upgrades for now. The new research is available. I could finally start making guns that are not from World War I. How's that support equipment coming along? Not very well, is it? Probably won't need that collaboration government at all. Right, so the army, with elite troops and the best general. You are going to Vladivostok. Garrison the port, please. Cancel the land lease, that's unfortunate. And we are pushing into Japan. Oh, there's actually no defense here. None at all. Cool. That's some fast advancement. Keep going, guys. We've researched support equipment now. Do we want to do collaboration government in Japan? I guess it wouldn't hurt. Let's make some support equipment. It's gonna take a while, isn't it? This is actually going very well. And you no longer have your orders. Here we go. Extend the garrisons and continue research. You guys are doing great. Need some infantry equipment, but other than that, so good. Now the reserve units. You are going here as well. All to Vladivostok. Because we're gonna take all of Japan. Well, the Soviets are gonna take some, but not really gonna be an issue. It's time to start planning naval invasions of Japan. We're gonna land next to Osaka. Send a few over here as well, and over next to Hiroshima. But Osaka is our main target. If each of them is a separate order, they take less time to prepare. We have a fleet, it's very small, but it might work. Anyway, oh, Manchukuo has capitulated. That was faster than I thought it would be. Also, let's activate this. The Soviets might take care of supremacy for us. And that we're ready, let's take our navy. It is small, but it exists. Don't have a commander, no matter. Patrol, Sea of Japan. We might get a brief naval supremacy, sufficient to land the invasion. Oh, there's Japanese troops here, or rather, Japanese ships. Let's try to lure them away by sending our ships here instead. Do not engage. Take those 2 ships into a new fleet. Whoops. Damn it. They ever mentioned I hate naval management. These 2 are a new fleet. We're going here. Just dock in Vladivostok. Oh, the Russians are sending landing ships here. Wonderful. If this is not working out, I can always just take the win here once it happens. Where's my navy? Oh, they obliterated my other navy. That's a pity. I was hoping it would lure them away. Agent killed. Highly unfortunate. Let's get a new Japanese operative. And we don't really need the collaboration part of the collaboration government, but it will make it so they surrender faster. Permit the opium trade. There is no advantage to this, I think. Let's ban it. Let's go to the naval map. Enemy supremacy. There is some. It is possible they will abandon the area. Also, let's split this into 2 fleets. Go here. I can try to lure them away. Probably not gonna work. Hey, I have supremacy here. Doesn't really matter, but they do have it. New operative. A Japanese one. We need the Soviets getting some navy here. Why do they have so many ships? I suppose I could try and invade through here and then walk. Is this possible? Are the Soviets doing that? Do you have any ports here? You do not. That's pretty silly. Oh, the Japanese have landed next to us. Didn't really expect that. Vladivostok is defended. Wait, that's why they're keeping troops here. Or other ships. We've banned the opium trade. Now we get rid of low popular support. More stability. It's going to be so stable. Let's send out a ship here very quickly. Oh, that did nothing. So I send you here. That also did nothing. Hold. I need the red fleet here. It doesn't seem to want to come here. They're trying to land troops here again. Strange. Very unlikely to succeed. Okay, now the war has been won, or we continue. I would rather destroy Japan completely. Let's reject peace and maybe start making some ships. Oh, I'm still making those roads. That's unnecessary. Let's make some dockyards. Should have stopped making those, roads a while back. Let's license a ship from the Soviet Union. A submarine, of course. This one looks promising. Let's have the convoys. I think I have enough convoys. And make submarines. Now, with the Soviet Union on our side, there's no chance for Japan to actually win. But the question is, can we efficiently deliver our troops to their territory? Well, that's not an easy question to answer. We also got some expeditionary forces from the Soviet Union. They should be quite powerful. Let's send them here. We've abolished the land rent. Now, we have a choice. Do we go down this focus tree path or this one? I think we're doing the ones here. Those are more immediate bonuses. People's Army, infantry offensive. And the mission has started. It's a pity the Japanese have chosen this location to attack. Maybe we would be able to actually launch naval invasions from here. Should try that. Let's take this other army we've sent up there. Cancel some of the naval invasion orders that we have. Say 3. You guys go here to the port. Could actually sail there. Should be safe. No, it says it's not safe. I can't even click it. Alright, just go by land, whatever. Let's see. Have they left the area? They have not left the area. Coalition government complete. Good. They might abandon the area once we take over this port here. You in position yet? Almost. 3 of you will switch into elites and prepare a naval invasion of Nagasaki. You build the submarines faster. Munich agreement, and we've bypassed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. I wonder what this does. I don't remember it. Let's do it. Maybe we'll be able to take over the warlords. I don't remember how the focus tree changed over the years. But we have the port now, so you're as good as dead. Interesting. No enemy ships here. How about that? There you go. Naval invasions are launching. Beautiful. Japan soon falls. Is that because I staged a naval invasion here? Did they move all their troops here? Ships. Sorry. Ships, not troops. It is possible. Alright, we're next to Hiroshima. Let's take it. And we have the port next to Osaka. Also, I'm about to take this one. Alright, time for reinforcements, isn't it? Sending troops. And also, sending troops. And did I take this one yet? No. Come on. Come on. And sending troops. You cancel all orders. You attack aggressively. You do the same thing. And some of you go north. And that should do it. Actually, I do have that other army down here. It's not going to be necessary to do naval invasions with it anymore. What I can do is just send it here aggressively. Are you moving? You are not moving. I have to do it manually then. That's about it when it comes to Japan. What's my war score? The Soviets are going to get the majority. Yep, looking good. We're not moving. Take Nagasaki. And that victory point down here. I do another collaboration government. And we should be building network too. No, I won't have enough time. The first collaboration government should actually make it so they capitulate quickly. No, it's unchanged. It's alright. Oh right, I no longer need support equipment. It'd be silly to continue producing it. Nagasaki is ours. Nearing Tokyo. Didn't I take that port already? Interesting. Guns for me. I forgot to activate the cipher. That was silly of me. Well, it's activated now. Okay, attack. Looks like we're done down here. Time to move on Tokyo. And the Japanese have nearly no defense here. How far from capitulation? Not far at all. And we have 30% war participation, which should be enough to puppet Japan, if we so choose. At least from the Soviets. Beautiful. I don't need dockyards anymore because we have landed. I guess I can complete the ones I'm working on and get some civilian factories. I need one more factory and we can do this now. Alright, mostly based on occupied factories, I guess. Now we can do Academy of Sciences, although this will probably cancel some focuses. Bypassed. Exploit the neighbors. Do I want that? Interesting. I should be able to click these. Maybe it counts. Oh no, we are in a faction. Forgot I joined Comintern. Yeah, when we take Tokyo, we win. It would be nice to finish the focus before then, but hardly necessary. Better guns. Now, do I want to wait for this to finish? It would probably benefit me in the long run. Let's not attack Tokyo yet. Do attack everything around it. Your skill, infantry expert. Yeah, take this bit and leave Tokyo for now. Yeah, hold the attacks, switch to cautious, and crush Tokyo in a bit. Just wants to finish the focus while I have the Japanese factories. Human wave offensive. Let's give you a general, the one from the garrisons. Oh, I have political power again. Nice. Should we do free trade? Well, not really. Steel is going to be a big issue if I do. A popular figurehead would be nice. Do like the extra stability. Right, time to switch to aggressive and attack. We have 5 research slots. Commission. They are concentrated in one province, so even though they're pretty strong, they can't reinforce and rest and all that. Oh, I will crush them soon. I guess I could have started the attack earlier. Captured an operative. How's my participation? 37% is going to be sufficient. And there goes Japan. Now, what are the Soviets doing? They're going to puppet Manchukuo and the satellite the CC click. That's fine. I'm going to puppet Japan. Or take it. Could I take it? Couldn't take much. But if I don't puppet Japan, they'll puppet Japan. So let's puppet Japan. I also take this bit. I could, yes. Sure, why not? Oh, could have taken this. Let's pass. Soviets are satelliting people. We're also going to try to take Japanese territory. You're not. Interesting. So I do have a lot of collaboration from them. I could take some of it for myself. They'll just be left with Kanto, but I will inherit their fleet thanks to that. Usually it's very good to have a puppet for manpower reasons. Since that's not really going to matter to us, let's take states directly. I always return territory to them. And done. Okay, what did we get? We got a puppet. They retained their fleet, for example, which I can annex if I so choose. I just send them convoys and that'll be enough. I have taken over some territory with factories and all that. Make sure to use cavalry for this. And we already have 42% collaboration, which is very good. Interesting. Chinese People's Republic. We could return. Oh yeah, we have Communist China and Chinese People's Republic have been released by the Soviets. Interesting. So what do we do now? Well, the world's your oyster, isn't it? We own Japan and China. We have endless manpower, 5 research slots. We are in Comintern. We could take out Germany and the Allies together, or we could betray the Comintern. This is essentially the moment where I could end this video, and you choose what you do with it. But I guess I'll quickly take over the Soviet Union. Some of you love Order 66, and I have not used it for anything crucial here, so those who hate it should be happy too. Yes, we're gonna take over the Soviet Union with Chinese delivery drivers, and let's let some time pass. Factories 77. Didn't really need to delay all that, and we have tons of dockyards. Actually, I don't need any more fleets. We'll just finish this one boat and make lots of convoys from now on. Let's create a new template. Tiny Chinese divisions, 1 million manpower each, a tiny one. Chinese kitten, and deploy lots of them. Actually, let's change that to cavalry. Cavalry moves faster. It takes some more infantry equipment, but that's not really going to be a problem. 500 at once, highest priority. Bulgaria joins the Axis, not my problem. I wonder if I made the right move with Japan. Perhaps we should have, kept them as a whole big puppet. Expeditionary forces from the Soviets returned. Cancel the garrison orders. Let's have a look at the factions map mode. If we decided to stick with the Comintern, well, we're pretty powerful now, aren't we? All the Chinese warlords, us, and Japan joining with the mighty Soviets. We need more military factories too. We'll get the captain of industry. We could provoke Japan, but there's no more Japan. That gives me access to some nice things here. This is 10 stability, that's a lot. Let's take it. Deploy some units. Just 53. That's not gonna take long to have many more. Better guns? Sure. I actually have insufficient steel. This army is going to be used to take over everyone. So just garrison the Soviet Union. The entire Soviet Union, please. It's gonna take a while to click all these states, isn't it? And Xinjiang too. And Jibei-Sanma. And Shaanxi. Not Mongolia. Yunnan. And the Jiangxi. Click too. Pretty much everything. Alright, also the new puppets. That should do it. I'm gonna need to send them more troops. Also make sure you're aggressive. Central Security Bureau. You need some more field marshals. I guess you. We're gonna get even more manpower. Oh, should have gone down from service by requirement. We don't need that and it's crippling our economy. Let's go down to extensive conscription. It's not like we need 34 million. Could use some more generals. All stats reduced by 100%. Oh, that's just general stats, right? Might as well not have one here. Improved. Competing machine. Poland refuses German ultimatum. Now let's go down here and get rid of the Red Army weakened thing. Germany attacks Poland, but we still have some time to do our thing. Germany is attacking the Benelux. I desperately need more guns. Should have stuck with the worst ones. I guess I'll stop the civilian factory construction. Just do military. Deploy some more troops. Poland capitulates, and they attack more people. Soviet Union has taken Eastern Poland, which means take more territory here. And I should probably be using infantry rather than cavalry because infantry is getting some bonuses from my stuff. Yeah, that's gonna free up some equipment. Let's switch that to infantry. It's gonna be better because a lot of equipment just became available. Red Army weakened will be taken care of. Netherlands capitulate. Get more territory to take. Actually, I don't need to take that because that's not Soviet cores. So let's retreat from here. Bessarabia goes to the Soviets. We should probably start moving soon. War economy. Germany attacking north. Human wave. And guerrilla warfare. Oh, I don't have experience. That's unfortunate. And provoke Japan. It's not like we're actually going to provoke Japan, but the mobile warfare thing is kinda nice. I could have bypassed this while we were still at war. Is this sufficient? It might be. Yes, I think it might be. I think it's time to assault the Comintern. All of it. Leave. Faction. I have military access, so my troops can continue walking around in their territory. The only thing that's changed is I can no longer access Mongolia. Oh, some of you want to go around to different places? No, it's all good. None of you are returning home, which is fine. And now, we justify a war goal on Mongolia. Oh, it's gonna take a while. Damn it, political correctness. I forgot that. I should have chosen a different country. What about you? Do you have political correctness? No, you have a different focus tree. Core stage just 60 days. Yeah, let's do that one. And we don't have military access with you. Oh no, wait a minute. No. It's a puppet of the Soviet Union, so it would destroy everything. How about Yunnan? Yeah, that'll work. Cancel military access with Yunnan and cancel that garrison here. Yunnan is a member of the Comintern, which will activate the entirety of the plan. I have sent troops to their border. Where are those troops? Here they are. Make sure everyone is aggressive. Also need some generals. Or do I really? I guess I benefit from an infantry expert more. How's my garrison doing? Splendidly. Are the Soviets going to garrison our border? Not sure about that. Vogue Japan is complete. Now we can do mobile warfare for organization regeneration. Oh right, I'm still training troops, so let's stop that. Go, join the garrisons, you can still help. Yeah, so that's about it, really. We just wait for the war goal to be ready, and we attack. We should have enough troops here to destroy the Soviet Union. It really depends on their garrison practices. What I could do is switch all of these guys to the elite template. That wouldn't have any guns, but would be near impossible to defeat. Rather, to exterminate, to wipe out here. Alright, let's also switch all of you to elites. Everyone who's not those tiny units walking around. That'll do. We have a serious shortage of guns. Let's get a logistics expert. We will soon be ready to attack the Soviet Union, but I've noticed that it's probably going to need some adjustment. Essentially, I don't need to be garrisoning the coast. I need to be concentrating on a large amount of units near the most important victory points, not airports and ports and coasts. Well, ports are important, so I guess I'll keep those. So, I suppose I will readjust this a bit. Don't do coasts, don't do forts. I guess you can do airports and definitely do victory points. Okay, let's unpause and see how this changes. Are a lot of you going to Moscow or not? Yes you are. Okay, that's fine. One more thing. I think I'm going to make it even more difficult for them to get rid of my units. I'm going to duplicate the elite template, call it CPS for Chinese Postal Service. Any similarity to an existing thing is accidental. Make them reserves. Make them 20 width, I suppose. Oh, right, because I got the thing with lowering width. Save. And all that garrison is going to be switching into that. They will not do a lot of attacking, but they will be very, very difficult to remove. Yeah, that should do it. I might want to manually send some to places like Moscow, though, and Leningrad and Stalingrad, just to make sure these places are the top priority. No army, just go there. Let's do Stalingrad too, and Vladivostok. Minsk. What are other important victory points? Do I need the airports? I don't need the airports either. That should be enough. Let's see how this works out. Hungary joins the Axis. Not my issue. And our justification is ready, but are my troops in position? You are. Most of them are. Well, you're not, but you soon will be. I guess I will give them some more time, at least until the guys I sent to Moscow and places like this arrive. Although there are no enemy garrisons in Moscow, it seems. Alright, I think this is enough. Let's declare war. Oh, yeah, maybe I should wait until I can do a coalition government. Well, that'll take a year. By then they might be fighting the Germans. Let's risk it. Just wait a little bit, make sure all the troops are in position, and declare war. Don't need to call any allies. Let's see. Does the Soviet Union join? The Soviet Union has joined. I did take Moscow. I did take Leningrad. Or Stalingrad. I did take Stalingrad. And Vladivostok too. The rest of our guys are going to run around the area and acquire more territory. Now let's see. How close are they to capitulation? Quite close, actually. Alright, you guys make sure you hold on to these victory points and acquire some more, and that might just do the trick. All that matters is defeating the Soviet Union, because even if we can't defeat some of the others immediately, that won't matter. If the Soviet Union surrenders, we win. Bryansk is the new capital. Just 10 victory points. Cool. I should send some more troops there, if I can. can. Oh, also now I want a lot of movement. It doesn't matter where they're going. So make sure to garrison everything. That's better. The Greater Pohnpei Union State. Oh, cool. Now, not only provinces with actual victory points have victory points. All those others with nothing also have victory points. Why are you not moving? Right. Are you part of the group side? No, you're not. You should be moving. Nah, let's give them some time. Probably need to recalculate. That's a lot of troops everywhere. I'm leaving a lot of them in Stalingrad, Leningrad, Moscow, and Vladivostok. And we've bypassed some focuses. We don't need that. What is 100 regiment offensive? Not sure. Let's invite some foreign investors. Now that we need them, perhaps I should have kept the coasts and all that. This is territory with victory points after all. Yeah. Before I start second guessing myself, I should probably let this play out for a little bit and see how everything behaves. Are we gaining or losing territory? 34% towards capitulation. You guys are not moving. Why are you not moving? It might have been a mistake to switch them to those huge units. I'm gonna switch them to cavalry with just one thingy so they can actually move. Might be a mistake doing it right now, but we'll try it. New template, because they should be moving all around the place. Just cavalry. Alright, let's try it. The ones that I stationed in the most important victory points can stay as they are. Okay, let's go. Are we gonna move more? We should move more. Yeah, looks like they're moving more. I wish I had bicycle infantry. Yeah, what I should have done was left garrison of powerful infantry, well, lots of manpower, not necessarily guns, in all the important victory points like Moscow, and put the rest on low, fast units like I'm doing now. But I should have done that from the start. How are we doing? 31%, and we need to get them down to 20. It's not perfect, but we are gaining territory. Oh yes, this looks nice. Let's just make sure we don't lose the important victory points. Moscow is ours, Stalingrad is ours, and so is Leningrad. Good, so let's give it some time, shall we? And the fighting in China doesn't actually matter. Are you involved? You are involved. Okay, is Mongolia involved? Yes, so everyone seems to be involved. And if I defeat the Soviet Union, or rather when, hopefully, they will all surrender to me. After all, wouldn't you surrender to someone who defeats the Soviet Union? Okay, this is looking promising. As long as they don't retake the important victory points will be good. Now, if I were to redo this, I would just station a group of infantry like I did in the most important victory points, but not just in Moscow, Leningrad, Stalingrad, and Vladivostok, but also, let's say, everything that's 10 victory points or above. That's a lot of micromanagement, but the war would be over by now. And yeah, the rest would do what they're doing. Let's check. Not much progress. From 32 down to 29. They might be mustering up a defense. And I take Smolensk. That's 15 victory points. You go through here. Might actually need some micromanagement. I do dislike that, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Or alternatively, I could have just stationed them on victory points only and given them time to get there, because both of them didn't have enough time to get there. As you can see, the game is running extremely slowly, but it's hard to fault the game for it because of how much stuff is happening all at once, everywhere. They're actually pushing me back from here. Well, my armies are stretched thin and they have a lot of troops but no guns, so it's hardly a surprise. I just need to survive long enough for the Soviet Union to fall. And it's looking like it will fall. Did I get Smolensk? I did not. Yet. They might get me out of Bryansk. That's a pity. I have more units than them, and by that number alone, I can acquire territory faster than they can retake it. But if they focus on the important victory points, they might yet win this. Let's check. Down to 24%. If I had done a collaboration government, we would have won by now. Looking good. See, the upside of such an approach is also that a lot of them are out of supply, because I have cut the supply chains apart. We're getting Smolensk big enough. Unlikely, but let's try. Oh, Yaroslav, take that. Just 5 victory points next to you. It's a crime to not take it. They should be panicking by now and surrendering, because there's Chinese people all over their country. Oh, they are retaking territory. That is a bit problematic. You, there. Nope, not there. Need to get to Bryansk. Also don't want to get caught by this guy. There, and then there. We might get Smolensk in a moment. Should probably go around. Maybe do a manual attack. Looking good all over here, but not here. Let's try and surround them. How are we doing? Almost there. 98% towards capitulation. Come on, get more territory. The gaps are closing up. Most of them, at least. Assassination of Trotsky. Well, that really shouldn't be your priority right now, Joseph. I don't think I can get Smolensk, but hopefully I can get enough of other stuff in the meantime. Fall of Paris. France has capitulated. Now it's your turn, Soviet Union. Let's see what this 100 regiments campaign is. I don't remember that one. Also, army regrouping expert, I guess. Maybe I can take this one. Can I? Looks like I can. How many victory points? 10. Oh, cool. Is that enough? Looks like it's enough. Yes, it is. The Soviet Union has capitulated. Well, then we're gonna pass a few times, aren't we? And start annexing. Free Democratic People's Republic of... here. Chinese People's Republic. Annexed by Communist China. Yunnan. Xibei Sanma. Shaanxi. Shaanxi Click. Tanutuva. Xinjiang. And finally, the Soviet Union. Echo states. I could papa them to inherit their fleet and so on, but we don't need that. Okay, that's it. it. So, this is Communist China, 1940. Could have done it quicker, I suppose, theoretically. Oh, wait a minute, Korea? I must have missed Korea. Yeah, they were a subject, weren't they? I could have just taken them over that way. Not a problem, really. We'll keep them going here. Same as Japan. Those two can probably come up with some interesting stuff. So, here it is. Let's also on pause for a moment longer, where you can see the factory's update. No, it's already updated, 243. It will become much larger once we get sufficient collaboration. Anyway, that is my favorite opener for Communist China. Could have adjusted it a bit here and there. And you don't need to do all the 66. Just taking over China and Japan early on can set you up very well to conquer someone else you might want to attack. And I know many of you don't like all the 66, but it is my favorite exploit, and I'm very happy I invented it. And I have to do a video about it from time to time, or people will forget it, and I wouldn't want people to forget it, because it's my favorite. Also, there have been historical instances of something similar. Like, there was this clan in Scotland that got massacred by, I think, English soldiers that they invited to stay overnight, something like that. They thought they were allies, I don't remember, I don't want to mess this up, but there was something like that. So I'm just replicating this on a much larger scale. 46 million manpower, not that much. I could have much more. Being China means you have infinite people, so yeah, that should be enough to conquer the entire world, if you so choose. What would our next steps be? Well, if we decide to attack anyone who's not communist or fascist, the allies will definitely want to step in. There is Germany. We can take them with sheer manpower, but it would be a long and arduous fight. Not sure we want to. So, who would we take out first? I think, being set up here and it being 1940, it might be a good moment to turn to the Americas, because if we can get a foothold now, we'll be able to defeat the United States much easier later on. Alternatively, we can fight the Germans and join the Allies and do to them what we did to Joseph. That would let us put troops in North America very easily, and then the Germans, the Germans would be defeated. In the end, we would take out everyone. Or, we are communists, we have caused a lot of world tension, sure, but there are some communists still left in the world that we could attack. For example, we could attack Korea, who we forgot earlier, and we could theoretically try our luck around here. Maybe the Allies would not intervene, but I wouldn't count on that. So to sum up, join the Germans, join the Allies, or just let them kill each other while building up this massive country we have acquired. Lots of people, lots of natural resources, lots of everything. And yeah, we would have to exit closed economy finally. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this little video. You have been asking me to play Communist China for a while, so here it is. Also remember, this video had a sponsor. Do check them out, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.